Hello and welcome to Bottomline. I'm Prabhu Chawla. Today we are going to discuss what are the outcome of exit polls which were carried out various TV channels in India. All of them had different versions, but the source of the data seems to be same because most of the predictions which were done, numbers were almost same. Even the vote percentages were also similar, except a couple of exceptions in case of Tamil Nadu. If you go by the exit poll, it seems BJP has got some kind of a mixed bag. It also proves there is no clear message in the elections which are held in these 5 states recently. Let us dissect the data, and truth will come out only on May 4th when the ballot boxes will be open. When 4 states go to the polls simultaneously, and when those 4 states span the entire length of India, from the Brahmaputra plains of the Assam in the northeast to the coconut shores of Kerala in deep south, what you are witnessing is not merely a regional election. You are looking at a real-time audit of Indian democracy itself. 4 different political cultures, 4 different incumbent governments, 4 different narratives of power, ambitions, grievance, and aspirations. And tonight, in this bottom line, exit polls are already out. They tell a story that is, in some places, remarkably clear, and in others, no contradictory, and in others, so contradictory that one must ask, what exactly are these pollsters measuring? That is what I'm going to examine in bottom line today. Let's start with Assam. In Assam, the clear verdict, there's no doubt. Let us begin in this small state in northeast. And here the picture is clear, almost unusually so far Indian exit polls are concerned. Every major agency, Axis My India, Matrix and JVC, projects that NDA alliance led by Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma will get between 85 to 100 seats out of 126 seat assembly against a majority mark of just 64. Massive victory. There is no ambiguity here, no hedging, no overlapping ranges that could tip either way. If these numbers are held on May 4th, it would represent not merely a BJP victory in Assam. It would be the first time in state history that the BJP achieves a clear majority entirely on its own, that too thrice in a row, without depending on alliance partner to cross the finish line. Himanta Biswa Sarma, a man who once sat in the Congress benches before making perhaps the most consequential political crossing in Assam's recent history, was consolidated position as the dominant political force of the entire North seat and perhaps the national scene. The Congress, which ruled state for 15 consecutive years earlier under Tarun Gogoi, appears set for yet another bruising defeat in a state at once considered home ground. In Assam tonight, the exit polls speak with one voice. May 4th will confirm whether that voice was telling the truth. Now let us move to the south, the state of Tamil Nadu. The dramatic plot twist here now moves south, deep south in Tamil Nadu, after that Kerala, and here, ladies and gentlemen, we encounter something that is either a dramatic political revolution in the making or a masterclass in how pollsters can simultaneously vote the same election and arrive at completely different planet. Let's lay out the contradictory plainly. Matrix projects a DMK-led alliance at 122 to 132 seats, comfortable above the majority mark of 118. People's Pulse goes further still, 125, 145. Both of them say the MK Stalin wins for the second time. Most of them say Tamil Nadu continues a DMK country and incumbency wins again. Case closed, curtain down, move on. Except not quite, because then comes Axis My India, the polling agency of India Today television, with a projection so different from the others that you have to read it twice to believe it. Axis My India says, Thalapi Vijay Tamilaga, Vetri Kadigam, the party launched barely 2 years ago by a film star who has never held collected office, is the single largest party in Tamil Nadu. Vijay at 95 to 110 seats, DMK at 80 to 95, and the result, a hung assembly. How one of these agencies is going to look very, very clever on the morning of May 4th. The others are going to have some explaining to do over their morning coffee. Here is the honest truth about exit polls. They are not science. They are informed speculation dressed up in respectable clothing of data. The agencies use different samples, different methodologies, different assumptions about voter turnout, and last minute swing. And nowhere in India has the last minute swing has been unpredictable than in Tamil Nadu, where caste arithmetic, film loyalty, family voting patterns, and anti-incumbency can all shift in final 40 hours of campaign in ways that no exit poster clipboard can fully capture. Tonight, the pollsters are not predicting an election. They are hedging their bets, and they are doing it with great professional confidence. So what do we actually know about Tamil Nadu tonight? We know that Vijay, the mega star, the icon, the man who have built temples to him, ran an extraordinary debut campaign. The crowds were real, the energy was real, whether the votes translated into seats at the scale, Axis My India suggests only the counting halls of Tamil Nadu will answer that on May 4th. We know that M.K. Stalin ran on governance, on the revenue model, on anti-limitation, on the fight against what his alliance calls Hindi imposition. And we know that Tamil Nadu voters have a long, fierce and utterly unsentimental tradition of making up their own minds, regardless of what any polling agency projects for New Delhi. If Axis My India is right, Vijay has just rewritten Indian political history in a single election like MGR did. If matters and people's pulse are right, Stalin has delivered something his father Karunanidhi never could, a second consecutive term. Either way, Tamil Nadu has delivered the most suspenseful plot twist election night 2026. Superstar or the statesman, May 4th will write the ending. But Mattis India in 2024 parliament election was totally off the mark. We should keep that in mind. Let's now move to the next southern state, Kerala. Is the cycle holding in Kerala? The verdict of the exit poll is considerably less dramatic, but no less significant for those who understand what it means. Both CNN News 18 and People's project, that is UDF led by Congress, winning between 70 and 85 seats in a 140 seats assembly comfortably, passed the majority mark of 71. The left Democratic Front of an incumbent Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan is projected between 50 to 68 seats. If these projections hold, it would mark the end of Pinarayi or left government's second term and confirm what the students of Kerala politics have long understood. Kerala does not give any government a third consecutive term. Even second they never give, but it was an exception. It is a state where anti-incumbency is almost constitutionally built into the election's DNA. The Congress, under the quiet and methodological leadership of the UDF alliance, appears to have successfully positioned itself as the vehicle of change, not through dramatic promises, but through the simple arithmetic of Kerala's political cycle. As for the BJP, they are projected at between 0 and 4 seats, despite polling above 14% votes. The phenomenon of high vote share translating to 0 seats is the structural reality of first past the post democracy that the BJP in Kerala has been unable to solve these decades. Now let's move to the most crucial state, West Bengal. The fourth term and then West Bengal always last, always the most complex, always the most political charge of the 4 states. On the election calendar tonight, we are going to discuss. The exit polls for West Bengal tell a story of Mamata Banerjee Trinamool Congress retaining the power, but at a significantly reduced majority. CNN projects TMC at 150 seats, Today, Chanakya gives them 152 plus or minus 9. Poll of polls consensus places them between 140 and 160, still above the majority mark of 148, but dramatically reduced from the 216 seats that TMC won in 2020-21. The BJP, which was projected to challenge DMC strongly after the Lok Sabha results of 2024, is now projected at between 115 and 130 seats, almost crossing the three figures. A surge of 40 to 50 seats from their 221 tally. The left and the Congress, who were once the dominant forces of West Bengal politics for 34 years, appear to have been reduced once again to the margins of relevance. Mamata Banerjee, if the exit polls are correct, would win a fourth consecutive term as Chief Minister of West Bengal. In the pantheon of Indian regional politics, that would be a remarkable achievement if she does. But the whisper in the corridor of Kolkata tonight is not about whether she will win. It is about whether a reduced majority weakens her leverage in national politics. A TMC with 150 seats speaks differently in Delhi than a TMC with 215. Their arithmetic will play out over the next 5 years. Let me conclude. So here we are, 4 states, 4 different verdicts, and the exit poll industry that tonight managed to simultaneously predict a clear majority and a hung assembly in the same state and present both conclusion with equal authority and equal confidence. If you are confused, do not blame yourself. Blame the pollster who will disown their own poll, gently of course, because they will be back next election with the same charts, the same ranges and the same reassuring tone. And we will all watch them again with the same mixture of fascination and skepticism. Exit polling is perhaps the only profession in India where you can be spectacularly wrong in front of a national television audience and still receive a primetime slot 5 years later. But beneath the numbers, beneath the seat projections and the margin of error disclaimers lies a deeper truth that these 4 elections collectively tell. Where an incumbent or chief minister wins, again, the voters have made a judgment about continuity. Where an incumbent fails, the voters have exercised their most sovereign right to say enough is enough. That is democracy, not perfect, not always predictable, but permanently alive. And on the morning of May 4th, when the counting begins and the real numbers replace the projected ones, we will know which pollsters were right, which government survives, and which promises the voters chose to believe. Until then, till May 3rd, we tell the truth. Again, that's enough for Bottomline today. I request you to watch my channel, subscribe to it, share it, write your comments, good or bad. I will read them, but I wouldn't get angry. Jai Hind. Good night.